Welcome to the channel's book club. There is certainly no shortage of young, talented Nigerian writers. An outstanding example is Chioma Okonkwo. She grew up in Lagos and moved to France to get a bachelor's and 2 master's degrees. She recently came back to Nigeria for her National Youth Service Corps program, which inspired her to write this novel titled 21 Days, which is a drama suspense. Chioma has published 3 other novels: The 11th Hour, 13 Suspects, and Dimnor Abroad. She has also written 3 novellas in the Angela Hunter series: Closed Door, Jammed Door, and Locked Door. Her short story titled Invisible Daddy won the Africa Book Club Short Story Competition in July 2014. Chioma's best genres are mystery, suspense, thriller, detective, and action. Well, I hope you don't think those are genres just for boys only. We caught up with her at Pataba Bookshop, Surulere, Lagos, to discuss her writing, books, publishing adventure, and views on reading. Enjoy the interview. Chioma, it's nice to have you with us on the channel's book club.
Thank you for having me here.
Great, great. Your newest book is 21 Days.
Yes.
Well, it's one of 4 or 5 novels that you've written. I mean, that's exciting to know that. I mean, you've written about 4 or 5 novels. You're turning them out every year.
Okay.
When did this adventure start for you, this writing adventure?
Okay, so writing started for me when I was in primary school, about 9-10 years. So I started writing books for children, mostly stories for children. And when I got into high school, I put that on hold for a while because I had to focus on school and learning. Then I went into university where I had to learn in French language. So that was like double work for me. So I had to put all writing on hold until I was done with all my studies. Then I took a year off, like working to start writing. So I now came back into the game, and since then, they've been pouring out.
By the way, do you write in French?
Yes, I can write in French as well, yes.
Wow, that's great. Great. Now, you are picking on genres that are not very common in Nigeria. You don't find so many Nigerian writers focused on thriller, suspense, action.
Okay.
Is that correct?
It's correct.
That's my observation.
Yes, it is actually. I'm trying to change the norm, sort of, because you hear people saying, is it a Nigerian book? And to me, Nigerian is not a genre. Nigerian author, but writes different genres. So I want people to be open to other things and not just the same kind of setting, same kind of people, the same kind of stories. So crime, thriller, suspense books by a Nigerian author should be welcome as well. So I think authors should be versatile, sort of, and not just limit themselves to a particular kind of story just for the Nigerian audience. Okay. So to promote reading culture, you have to give people something different as well, and not just the same thing, so they don't say, oh, typical Nigerian book, or, typical African book, or normal Nigerian stories. I want them to read a book and they're surprised that, oh, this is written by a Nigerian person. Where did they have the ideas from? What inspired them to write it? Sometimes it's just pure imagination as opposed to... Yeah.
Okay, and you mentioned to me, I'm going to ask you this, CM Okonkwo. Now, the idea behind CM Okonkwo, you said, rather than Chioma Okonkwo,
yes,
is to sort of veil
to remain
the identity of the author, isn't that
exactly
correct?
To remain a little bit anonymous. So when people read my book, they're not really sure if it's written by male or female. So that's the whole thrill I like about it. So it sends them going to the website to check, oh, who wrote this book? But now with the print copies, it's very difficult to hide because it has exactly. But that's the whole idea, to kind of like hide who the person is, so they don't know who has written the book yet. Because sometimes people tend to say that chick books, oh, it's written by a girl, so we'll not read it. It's written by a female, no, it won't interest us. But when they don't even see who's written it first, they read it first and they say, oh, who wrote this book? And then they never believe that, a female had written it. So
Okay.
that's
One of the things I find very interesting about you is you self-publish,
okay.
and then you tend to almost create everything yourself. Your covers are created by you.
Yes, most of them.
You've got some very interesting trailers, created by you too. You said. And also, of course, the writing and
Yeah, content and everything.
perhaps the editing, or maybe you have an editor.
Yes, I do have an editor. Well, my first book, that's The 11th Hour, was designed by a Canadian artist. You know, I sent him the description, exactly what I wanted, from the road to the clothing to the facial expression, everything, because there's a scene in the book that is just like this. So now the problem I had is having control. So before you make any changes, you have to contact them, work with their time. And I'm someone that's always on the go. Like I have all these ideas coming into my head all the time. And if I'm waiting and waiting on someone, I can be patient, but when it comes to my art, I like to be able to control what I do. So I learned from the experience, from working with this artist, that I should take control of the things that I create. So when I was writing my second book, 13 Suspects. So there are like all these websites where you can buy photos from them, and then you manipulate it. I manipulate part of the photos, then do the cover, then the back image as well.
So this was designed by you?
Yes.
Okay, after the experience of your first novel.
Yes.
The
11th Hour.
11th Hour.
Psychological thriller.
Which is a psychological thriller.
Yes.
Okay.
So I did this on myself, and I loved the control that came with it, so I could shift things around, ask people. And before the book came out, I did this little contest online where I asked them to guess the story from the cover.
Okay.
And then whoever gets it right will get a copy of the book.
Okay.
You know, everyone was almost close, but never perfectly close. I never got any winner.